everybody, and welcome back to NASCAR Thunder 2003 Career Mode. We are at the Homestead Miami Speedway for the finale of the 2002 NASCAR Winston Cup Series season. It is Ford 400 Championship weekend, and one last shot to get a good result for our Coca-Cola Pontiac before the start of the next season. Through 3 and 4 here. This track, of course, used to be flat. This would be the last year it was flat, actually. It would go to being banked in 2003. P34 on lap number 1. Let's see what we can do here with lap number 2. Looking to bounce back after just getting kicked and kicked and kicked at the last couple of races, Rockingham plus Phoenix. So hoping we can turn it around for the finale here. But we're just trying to get through it, just make sure we finish in the top 20, because everything points towards Daytona next year. We'll have upgrades available, we'll have so much money in the bank. Actually just got loose out of turn 4 there. Let's see what we have across the line. A little better on the second lap. P26.
Welcome to the Homestead Miami Speedway for today's NASCAR Winston Cup race, the Homestead 400. This is a relatively new track on the NASCAR circuit. Tell us about it, Barney.
This is a wide, flat track. The lack of banking in the turns keeps the speeds down and usually makes for a lot of green flag racing. I don't expect to see too many caution flags.
Ricky Rudd sure has been consistent on these speedways this year.
It's amazing, isn't it? This guy is finishing in the top 10 week in and week out. That makes him hard to beat at the end of the year.
Kyle Petty started racing in the Winston Cup Series back in 1979 at the age of 19.
You know, there's a lot of pressure on drivers in NASCAR, and you got to believe it's even heavier when your last name is Petty. So to come out and start banging fenders with these guys at age 19, you got to admire that.
Start your engines.
Jimmy Spencer captures the final pole for the 2002 season. Dale Jarrett not starting up front alongside his championship rivals. Here we go, one last race. Gonna fall in the line here on the inside here through 1 and 2. Pretty good run out of the corner there. Gonna draft with Waltrip and now Steve Park as we head down the back straightaway. 26 laps this race. Way down below the apron here.
Still there.
While it is a flat oval like New Hampshire, it does drive relatively differently. It's not as sharp in the corners. His teammate Michael Waltrip trying to take a look down the inside here, but we'll hold him off for now. Maybe into Park a little bit. Didn't get through the corner very well. Didn't slow down. Ran up a little high. Mikey's going to get past for now. Here comes Park back on our outside. So far, I got to say, car feels a little tight. Might want to loosen her up a little. Trying to draft along here with Waltrip to try to get past anybody here. Feel like we're going to need the draft to make any moves here because the straightaway is so long. Horsepower is still something we're working on. Like I said, we'll have an upgrade that comes after this race, so we'll have that for next season. And going into this race, we have over $6 million in the bank, so we'll be able to start another upgrade immediately and be able to rush it. So I'm expecting big things for 2003 because we'll be able to upgrade the car a lot. Really helps that we won a couple No Bull 5 races. That really boosted our bank account. And while it is unfortunate, we've had some pretty bad runs this year, especially in the latter half. Again, I'm okay with it simply because next year will definitely be better because our car is going to be better in just about every way. So we look down to the inside of John Andretti here. Minor contact with him, nothing to worry about there. We will take the position for now up to P21. Real life 2002 champion Tony Stewart trying to make his way through the pack here. He's going to come underneath us. He'll go by down the back straightaway, see if we can maybe get back up to him here in 3 and 4. Doesn't look like it. AI definitely very fast around this track compared to us. It's just so tight out of the corner here. And we'll just have to see what we can do, because I don't think we're going to have much for the AI at this track just because of how fast they are. Taking a look down the inside of Bobby Hamilton. Whoa! Bobby Labonte gets loose and slides up the racetrack. Then we make minor contact with Bobby Hamilton. We'll get past him, back up to P21. Big gap to guys in front of us, so we're just going to have to work on holding the guys off right now that are... Whoa, 25 gets loose. Just going to have to worry about the guys behind us and hope we can maybe catch some guys up front too, but I feel like this is where we're going to have to focus for now, as we have Kurt Busch on the back of us too. He hasn't really made much progress in this race so far, as they run higher up. The AI definitely runs a little higher than the player can run at this track, it seems, and keep that speed.
Come on, you can do better.
As we are now 13 seconds behind the leader, already on lap 8. A couple of the AI cars starting to pit now, as Kurt Busch has gotten past us here, and looks like some more are going to start pitting. I think we might do the same here just to see if we can undercut, because otherwise we're not going to do anything in this race. There's just nothing going for us here, so we're going to bring her down pit road this time. Let's try not to speed again.
Falling back. Focus on your marks, buddy.
Whoa! Let's loosen her up and see if the pit crew can't try to at least have a decent pit stop for once. The final pit stop of the year is a relatively decent one. We are out.
All clear, buddy.
Got Jeff Green behind us here. Very loose. The apron's very loose. There's very little grip down here. So we now get up to speed. Let's see what happens here with the pit cycle. We got some guys coming down pit road this time. Gonna start getting very busy.
It's coming up quick.
At least at the start of the run. Still a little tight, but definitely better already, it feels like. So let's see what we can do here. Gaining any spots right now.
Got one down left. We gained another.
Just got past Ken Schrader. Here comes Kyle Pettidor outside, but here's actually Ken Schrader coming back on the inside here.
Hold it steady. 3 wide.
As Michael Waltrip heads down to the pit.
It's still there.
So, whoa, had to really slam on the brakes there. How are the AI able to throw it so deep into the corner here? Makes absolutely no sense. I have a bad feeling we've lost a lot of time already, and I don't even know how. We undercut,
Number 21.
and it seems like we're losing a good bit of spots here, because there's the 23 car,
We're clear.
and they're a pretty decent gap ahead, so I don't have a particularly good feeling about this, but I mean, even then, even though it was a mistake-free pit stop, our pit crew still isn't the fastest by any stretch of the imagination. Might hire a new pit crew in the off-season. Let's see here as we cross the line again. And we just have no speed on track. We're just not able to keep up or catch up with anybody.
Leaders are pitting.
Currently P31. Please tell me we're going to get a couple spots more at least. Just less than 10 to go in the season. And we are P27, so not great, but honestly not too horrible. And again, we just don't seem to have the same speed as everybody else. Not able to make any ground on these guys in front of us. Looks like Greg Biffle is going to be DNFing for the final time this season. Trying to hold off Elliott Sadler here. And just not able to throw it into the corner and drive off as good as the AI. Don't know if it's because of the engine or what. I guess we'll kind of know next season once we have upgrades on the car and we come back here for the finale in 03. As Kyle Petty taking a look down to the inside of the 55. Yeah, when I try to throw it in, it just slides up the track and we lose a spot. Bit of contact there with Robbie Gordon.
Halfway on view.
And a little bit more contact.
Good job. Clear all around.
Coming up on the last 5 or so laps of the season here. At least trying to hold on to a top 30 here in this race.
31 is outside.
Not off to the best start of our relationship with Coca-Cola. But again, I'm hoping next season is where we really take off in every aspect. So
Anybody that left front tire's seen some action.
a lot of guys behind us here. I gotta try to hold off here. Robbie Gordon getting to our outside though. He is gonna take the position. Now the 25 are inside. I should have just kept my mouth shut because we are losing ground left and right here.
Okay, we're clear.
Let's send it down the inside. Bit of contact.
Number 25 is still there.
Tight, tight, tight.
He's dropping back. What's wrong? The 32
Now Craven's passed us. Here comes Dale Jr. He is the leader.
is still there. Clear all around.
Yeah, we just can't drive it the same as the AI. This car is just so slow. And there is Dale Jarrett. So it looks like the championship is going to go to him because he is now P2. With just a couple laps to go here. Try to get underneath Johnny Benson here.
We're falling back. Focus on
Come on. Seriously, this car is just slow. I mean, it's a little tight, but that doesn't account for why it is this slow. And look at how high the AI can run at this track. We cannot do anything like that.
still there. Take it easy.
Oh, bit of contact there with Johnny.
Hold your line. He's still there. We're up another position.
So back up to P31 for now. We are on lap 24 essentially. So just a couple more to go here. See if we can hold off Johnny Benson. Here comes the 19 car. I'm not 100% sure if it's for position or not. I don't think it is. And if it's not, an absolutely fantastic run for the 19.
Got one outside.
Yep, that is for position. Damn it. So we repassed Bobby Hamilton. Let's see if we can try to get the 19 here. Or something, you know, just try to do anything here for at least a top 30. I doubt it, though. But here we go. White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go in the 2002 NASCAR Winston Cup Series season.
2 more times around.
Dale Jarrett is going to be your champion for 2002. Tony Stewart's first championship will have to wait.
Number 10 is
Benson taking a look underneath us here. A little bit of contact.
clear.
Just trying to hold him off here. Down the back straightaway for the final time. So we'll have upgrades starting next year. Luckily, I'm thinking we're also going to replace the pit crew. So we don't have runs like this in 2003. Checkered flag is out. Dale Jarrett is champion. I think Dale Jr. won the race. We'll just confirm. And it's P31 in the final race of the season for us. And yes, it is. It's Dale Earnhardt Jr., Dale Jarrett, Jeff Gordon, Kevin Harvick, Jeff Burton.
This was an exciting last lap, wasn't it?
Yeah, these NASCAR Winston Cup races can be hundreds of laps, yet when all is said and done, sometimes there's just a few tenths or even less separating the leaders. That was incredible.
The Coca-Cola car doesn't look any different than when he started this race.
Well, it's going to be a happy crew when they get back to the shop. They can immediately go to work on next week's car without having to worry about fixing anything from this race, and that makes for a much less stressful atmosphere.
Thanks for joining us. For Barney Hall and the rest of us here at EA Sports at MRN, we'll see you next time.
So we do accomplish our goal, P19 in the standings ahead of Spencer, Benson, and Mayfield. And up at the top, again, just to confirm, Dale Jarrett is your 2002 champion ahead of Jeff Gordon, Mark Martin, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Dale Jarrett had 1 pole, 7 wins, 23 top 5s, and 25 top 10s, and an average finish of 5.9. Now that is championship material. And the last car trophy is going to go to Shane Hall. They made 27 starts. Let's see here. I think they are... Wow, some of these guys that did less races finished ahead of Skinner, Atwood, and Shauna Robinson. So, let's take a look at the awards here. Rookie of the Year goes to Ryan Newman. He finishes above 5,000 points ahead of Jimmy Johnson. We come home P3. Shane Hall rounding out that as well. Mark Martin has the most poles this year. He has 8 to Jimmy Johnson's 6. A grand total of 17 drivers got a pole this season. In terms of the Jackpot 5, 2 races did not have a winner. Dale Jarrett won at Charlotte, and we won the final 2. Ford is your manufacturer's champion for the year, ahead of Pontiac, Chevy, and then Dodge. And Dale Jarrett also led the most laps this year by over 100 over Mark Martin. We actually came home 7th in that, leading 37 laps, and a grand total of 26 drivers led a lap this season. So before we can actually go to the 500, we do have the Budweiser shootout to do next year. Let's take a look at our team management though. R&D is complete on the engine. Let's go ahead, take a look. What can we do next here? I think we should move to chassis next after doing the engine, although... Let's see here. We could do it within 9 races. That's $3 million, so not too bad here. We don't have chassis tire grip or drafting upgraded, so let's go ahead and do tire grip. 750K. That'll be done in 3 races time. So, I'll take care of the team probably off camera during the off season, as well as the car. So, that'll do it for this episode. The series is going to take a small break, and I mean small because A, this is my most viewed thing here on the channel, so I know you guys are enjoying it, and I'm enjoying the heck out of recording these. So it's just going to take a small break, maybe a week or 2, and then we'll be back for 2003 and Season 2. I just want to say, if you're still around right now, thank you guys so much for watching these videos. This has been an incredible boost to my channel. I am still a small channel, but this series has really helped to boost me over these last couple months. At the time of recording, in fact, my original video on NASCAR Thunder 2003 just passed 3,000 views, so thank you guys so much for all the support. If you liked this video, if you've liked this season, leave a like, subscribe for Season 2, as well as a bunch more content that's coming your way. I know not everything's going to stick. Look at my Call of Duty video. But it's just nice to know that you guys are enjoying this, and who knows what we'll do next. Probably some NR 2003 during the off-season, maybe, as a little prep. But we'll also try some other stuff along the way. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time and in Season 2. Bye!